Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yahanna, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yahanna is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Captains on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
I want to help. Why can't I help my own? I need your help to help me, to help you. You know, just adding to that, and I really celebrate that how you come in unison, because it's far time that men like yourself do what you're doing now, because the narrative is changing really quickly, especially if you start gathering speed in how you're talking and the conviction. But the school's not too far from here, called Kingston School. First black school, I would argue, in the country. Yeah, with a blackhead school of governance, and it was founded by a black woman. It's been taken over. Why? Because they can't get hold of the young black males and females are behaving so bad that they can't even teach the lessons the way that they want to teach them. So the question that Mr. Brown posed, the statement that says, it's not so much how the oppression is happening, it's how we see ourselves. And that's the challenge. You picked up the Bible, so you've already started from the greatest foundation possible, from my understanding. But the challenge that now we have is how do you replicate yourself in a meaningful way that young people younger than yourself will listen to you and buy into the concepts and change the narrative.
Alright, that's a good question. So now, this is where we need to start first. Everything starts at home. We need to understand who we are as a people. It starts at home. You have both parents in the house, mother and father. Children listen to their father mainly. Now, if you're raised in a single parent household, your whole focus is going to be off. So it starts at home. So if we raise our children at home and teach them how they're supposed to behave in school, now if children are misbehaving in school, usually it's because there's a problem at home. Right. So it starts there. We need to work out what's going on at home and what needs fixing. We need to identify the problem at home. We need to fix that problem. How do we fix that problem? By staying away from the internet and listening to what they tell us a relationship should be. That's right. We need to focus on fixing the black family. Why? Because our family's been broken. So we need to fix our family, and that's where it starts. So if we fix our wives, the fathers, the children, keep everybody in the house, everybody will then fall into the position that they're supposed to be.
So
sorry, go ahead.
Those are beautiful statements, and I embrace them. But I would like to know the detail of when you say fix that which is broken. What's the first step of what you think that is broken? Go ahead.
So what we got to do is cut out the cancer. But what we're dealing with the symptoms of the problem. So we're dealing with black men that are acting erratic or no man in the house. We're going to get to the root of it. Like the brother says, we have an oppressor on high. That is the root. The reason why the young men are acting erratic is why? Because this man has got our mothers working 10 jobs to make ends meet. Got no man in the house. We fight in our postcodes. We look at the symptoms. Why can't these black men get it right? Why are these black men acting right? When there's a power on high making sure we don't get it right. You see yourself that your father was your only role model. Then you had a head teacher that was a role model. Why you have that too? When the white man, as he's born, he got Superman, Spider-Man, X-Man. Who we got? The drug dealer down the road. There's a power on high make it happen. So we got to start getting on each other, talking about the impressor, and we got to focus on the oppressor, man. So what you said earlier that we need more black schools to do, you know what I mean? There's one way to defeat white supremacy, and that's by being black supremacists. Right. That's what we got to do. So we got to have what you said. I think before. We got to have our own and love our own life, what we did in the 60s. Man, let me tell you something. In the 60s, they wouldn't allow black people into nightclubs, man. They wouldn't allow, I want to let you land. They wouldn't allow us into nightclubs. You know what black people did? We started our own, man. Right. And we got to do that again. We got to start doing that again, man.
Shalom, Israel. The I.S.U.P.K is hosting the Lord's 55th annual Passover with a all-access pass to the lamb slaughter, all-black party, scripture breakdown class, kids party, the Lord's 55th annual Passover, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com, starting with April 17th events with the lamb slaughter at 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in North Carolina. Make sure that you get involved. Make sure that you're in the house at 1921 Strickland Road, Clayton, North Carolina. Followed up on April 18th, Thursday, the all-black party I.S.U.P.K concert series in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Armory. Last year we tore it down, and this year it's gonna be a whole movie. Then Friday we have the kids party with a petting zoo. On top of that, it's going to be held at the Sky Zone Trampoline Park with virtual reality included. Get your all-access pass at ISUPK.com. April 19th in the evening, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. You already know we got the heavy hitter in the building, and it's going to be at the South Square Event Center. Make sure that you're in the house starting at 7 p.m. in Durham, North Carolina. Then April 20th, the moment you've been waiting for, the Lord's 55th annual Passover. Make sure that everybody's in the house, and it's being held at the last Black National Fairgrounds in Pittsboro, North Carolina, starting at 6 p.m. Also housing an actual slave quarters, which you will be able to go and take pictures and video footage in front of it. That's 191 Fairgrounds Road, Pittsboro, North Carolina, April 20th, starting at 6 p.m. with doors open at 4 p.m. for a brunch. Make sure you're in the house on time. Then April 21st, Sunday, is the Feast of Unleavened Bread at the Haiti Heritage Center, 804 Old Fayetteville Street, Durham, North Carolina. Make sure that you are in the house. If you have not booked your hotel room, there are still a few rooms available at the Millennium Hotel. Check the number. Make sure that you call. Rooms are only available while they last. The Lord's 55th annual Passover, hosted by the I.S.U.P.K.